Hi everybody, my name is Harry Jacobs and I am the North of 60 Gamer, and this is the North of 60 Gaming. Today I want to have a little discussion just between you and I. The gaming industry is in a bit of a flux, I think, myself, and I think Alex talked about this a couple weeks ago, and it's getting more prominent for me as well. Especially I'm starting to feel a bit of a pinch in terms of what I do and how I do it. And one of the big things that I'm going to try and experiment with is a website called Buy Me a Coffee. And what that website really basically is a way for you to interact with me in a way that if you feel that you see content that you like and you would like to help me continue creating content. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not stopping. That is not what I'm asking for. I'm not holding anybody hostage to say, oh, geez, I'm not going to do my channel because, I'm not going to get $10 million. I am not a preacher, and this is not a evangelical church. This is Harry Jacobs, a content creator. And so basically all I'm doing is, if you like something, head over there, buy me a coffee. Give me $1. Give me $2. Now, I'm asking because the cost of content creation, especially for an independent like myself, I have no sponsorships. 95% of what you see, actually probably closer to 98% of what you see on my channel are my games. I purchase these games myself. They come out of my money, and that's fine, and I'm going to continue to do that. But I have to tell you that the gaming is getting expensive. It's no longer it's a luxury, but it's a luxury plus now. It's, if you look at what's going on on Kickstarter campaigns, it's absolutely crazy and nuts. When you get a game like Edgemonia, which I'm backing, but I may not. I may go back in and say no, because you got to go in at $225 for a game. Why are games now topping $200 and $300 and $400? Because people want more. We want more minis. We want more everything. And in order to give you more everything, you got to raise the prices. And the more everything raises the weight of a box, which affects freight. And we all know what's going on in the freight world right now. I've got many Kickstarters coming back to us and saying in the comments, oh, geez, so sorry. They're sitting on the dock. We're trying to procure a container for it because we have to have 3 different containers. The containers, when we priced it a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, it was $1,000, $2,000. Now it's $15,000, $20,000, $25,000. And we're not sure what to do here because it could mean we pass on the costs to you. The people who have already paid for all this have been waiting 2 years for your game, and it's sitting in a dock because we can't ship it. And even if we ship it, we're sending it to a port that is so backed up with containers that it takes a month to just get it off a ship and out to the fulfillment center. As I watch one of the current Kickstarters work its way across the country, and Canada is always more or less last. And very rarely does a Canadian get their game before anybody else in the world. As you can hear, there are dogs behind me. I have 6 of them, and we have a puppy who is being told off by the big dog that whatever you're doing, we don't like it. But so with the ever-increasing costs of new games, games that probably should be in the $40, $50 range are now in the $60 and $75 range. Games that should probably be in the $100 to $150 are now in the $200 to $250 range. And then shipping now is like $20, $25. And when I turn around during the pledge managers, the shipping that I already paid for earlier is now being, hey, we need more money. All this leads to the fact that the cost of content creation is going up. Now, I don't have a store behind me to sell goods. I don't have goods, to sell you. If you want a mug, I have one. Whoops. If you want a mug, I have one. If you want it, talk to me. I'll sell it to you. I can get you mugs. Heck, I can get you anything you want if you're willing to pay for it. But I had that done as just a thing I wanted to do, because at one point I was doing coffee and Kickstarters, but I don't do Kickstarters anymore. It's just too risky for me to go out there and slam Kickstarters and sort of say, this is what I'm looking at. And even when I'm looking at games now, I can't really afford to buy as many games as I want. All in all, what I'm really trying to say is that the gaming industry is crazy right now. It's cost crazy. It costs more and more to publish a game, design a game, manufacture a game, ship a game, distribute a game, and it's all causing a ripple effect through the industry, which includes down to content creation. Because what I do is not only takes my time, and I don't mind it, it's my time. In fact, hopefully I'm going to do more of this kind of work when I retire in about 350 odd days. I think it's down to 357 days now. I am going to retire, and I want to do this full time among a few other projects that I have ongoing at the moment. But it does affect what I do in my lifestyle, because now all of a sudden, what really wasn't costing me a lot of money, because I buy games and collect games, now I'm starting to see, trying to get games that people are interested in, and of course that costs money. I don't have publishers throwing money at me or throwing games at me often to show. Yeah, sure, I thank Eric Galler. I got to see Quest and Cannons. I got to see Card Z, which was another great game. So I have seen some prototypes. I think 3 out of the 80 or 90 videos. So less than 5% of my work is actually where I get something from a publisher or a designer. So I have to start thinking, I need to rely on you, my subscribers, or you, the people who see this, to decide whether or not it's worth, buying me a coffee. I'm not asking for you to throw thousands of dollars at me or sponsor me or anything else. If you like something, pitch the buck. Starbucks up here where I live is about $4 for a coffee, but I'm not saying that. I can go to McDonald's for $2. But if you can see your way clear, pitch something at me if you can. If you can't, you can't. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop doing this at all. I have the blast. I'm playing games. I'm bringing content. I'm starting to show some imagination in my creativity through my videos, because I'm trying to show a narrative now about what I'm doing. And if you just saw the recent Doom Machine, hopefully you got a kick out of that beginning. And I'm going to do more of that. I think I can do more with just being a little bit more creative and having fun. Hopefully you come and you can see some fun. Maybe learn a little bit about something. Not just the game, but maybe that theme or that mechanic, or just show an old, in some cases, old trailers from some old movies. Watch for the Horrified Spooky Halloween Spectacular, which is already in the can. I just have not published it yet because we're not close enough to Halloween. Probably in 2 or 3 weeks we'll put that out there, and it's got some good surprises in it. I'm trying to get more into special effects, more into showing you more and having fun with just, here's a game on a table, isn't it wonderful, I'm going to play this, oh, I rolled the dice, I lose again. Yes, I lose a lot. In fact, actually, I did win the other day. I actually won Reign of Cthulhu, and that's coming out probably this week. And I actually won on the last turn. I had 1 turn left, and I won, which is unusual for me. But I don't want to take up too much more of your time. If you like my content, please like. That is the best indicator for me. Please, like and subscribe is really how you show your appreciation. Regardless of whether you buy me a coffee or not, like and subscribe is really showing me that you care about what I'm doing. And if you don't care, that's okay too, because I'm going to continue doing it because I'm having a blast. And you know what? I'm having fun. And in my life, fun is what I get. This is very good for my psyche, Psyche, because I'm not a psychic. No, I'm not getting anything. So this is good for my psyche. I do like some other people do. I do suffer from anxiety and some other things, but I want you to be here with me when I create content. I want to continue bringing you good quality content, but if you can just help a little bit, great. If not, that's okay too. I am glad to have you here. Put some comments down below how you feel about this type of stuff. Tell me I'm out to freaking lunch and I'm going to say no more of this. You're my supporters, so you kind of have to buy into this, that this is worth doing something for. Whether you subscribe, or ultimately buy me a coffee. Regardless, we are going to continue this path together and into the future. We're going to continue monitoring what's going on in the gaming world and Kickstarter. It's crazy. I don't know. Games are now, what used to be on average 6 months late, are now a year to 2 years late. I think my last game goes back to about a year and a half right now. I think I'm waiting for 2 or 3 games that should have been delivered well over a year ago. And it's sitting in the port in China because the distributor or designer and publisher are saying, we can't afford to ship it, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to do that. Now, I'm not a king myself. Harry Jacobs says, if you want $10, give me, okay, I can give you another $10 for shipping if that helps. I mean, if you got 3,000 people each giving you $10, that's great. That's $30,000. That's enough for a container. Ship my stuff. But you're almost going to have a separate GoFundMe now to fund the Kickstarter, because you have to push it over the edge. And this is going to continue to raise the prices of shipping. And I don't think anybody is being fooled now with these dates that they're giving you now. Please be honest. If you're going to be 2 years in delivering a game, don't say it's May of 2022 and September of 2021. There is no freaking way you're delivering on May 2021. Chances are you're not even going to have unless you have the art already ready to go to the manufacturer and start getting into the production of it, your prototypes and production prototypes, so that you can start manufacturing probably in January, because it seems to be it's a 2-month practice just to get production going. So that means you have to be delivering in May. You've got to be in January, produced by end of February, and on the boats in March, because it's 2 months to get shipping, and sometimes 3 and 4 months now. So be realistic. If it's now September 2021, let's call it and say it's December 2022. Give yourself that 15 to 18 months. And then you're still going to be late, I bet you. It's going to be 2022 and it's going to be December 2022. So 2 years. I'm thinking 18 months to 2 years is a realistic delivery of a project. I'm a project manager. Sometimes, not all the time. I do some business analysis mainly, but I do some project management. And one of the things I speak about in project management is the honesty and transparency. Now, some of them are honest, some of them are transparent, and communications is good. Some of them not so good. But communication goes a long way with your subscribers, goes a long way with your backers. So keep communicating, as I will keep communicating. So that's all I'm going to say about this topic now. I've rambled on a bit too long about it. Looking forward to doing some good stuff, a 2-on-2, 2 in about 2 minutes sometime this week. I am going to be playing I Am the Fourth Wall sometime this week. I've got Reign of Cthulhu in my editing bay. I've got my horrified, spooky, spectacular Halloween special all done. I'm working on a special Cthulhu-based reading. So I've got a number of things going. I also want to thank my friend Rachel Marks, who's doing me an animation. It looks really cool, and I'm going to show you a little tiny bit of that. for a beginning. So we're doing a beginning credit, and we're going to take my North of 60 Gamer logo that Sean Savoy had done for me, and now we're building that out to a brand and a animation, and it's looking really good now. She's still working on it. She's a brand new artist, and if you're interested in having some work done for either games or perhaps your own brand, or just, she does these wonderful dog pictures, and I'm going to show you one of them. She did of my dog, my old dog. She had a stroke last year, and we wanted to make sure that we got a picture of her before she passed on, and she's still very much alive. It's been a year since the stroke, and she's doing, knock on wood, really well. So Rachel Marks, if you want to get in touch with her to do some artwork for you, please let me know in the comments, or private message me on Facebook in one of those pages that I hang around in, like Board Game Revolution, Board Games for One, Solo Board Gamers, Solo Boards, the Board Game Group, and many, many others, and everything board games. So PM me if you can track me down, and I will give you her information, or I'll give you your information to get in touch with you. Her rates are reasonable. Get her while she's still not as famous as she should be. So my name is Harry Jacobs. I am the North of 60 Gamer. This is the North of 60 Gaming channel. Please join me whatever I do in the next couple weeks. See you later.